So it is the men's up to 72, up to 107 and over 107 kilo final. As we get the afternoon session into the evening session underway. So thanks for joining us.
Right side referee, Republic of Korea, Yoo-jin.
And here are our referees.
Technical controller, Finland, Jari Laine.
This final.
Technical delegate, Hungary, Zita Diako. Slaughter voters, please take your positions on the field of play.
Mohammed Al-Kirsh from Yemen, Eliana Alaka of Greece, and Lee Yoo-jin of Korea, or Yoo-jin Lee. And Jari Laine is the technical controller for this final. So hello from Will Downing, and greetings for the afternoon to Mary Hodge.
So right now, Will, what's going on in the back, all the athletes are warming up. They should be about 80 or 90% of their warm-up. Many of the athletes will go to 90% and then leave that next attempt for their opener. Some athletes will go all the way up to their opening attempt. Very important that the coaches have their jackets or towels prepared so that their muscles stay nice and warm, because they're just about ready for go time, and go it's going to be very shortly. Less than 2 minutes. Let's go.
It has been a really busy opening day, so we're midway through day one. And it is the Rookie and Next Gen World Championships.
Are you ready for powerlifting?
What has generally been the Junior World Championships, but a change for this year. And there are 3 weight divisions in this. Mainly Next Gen athletes, so that's the old junior category. We have a rookie as well who's going for his own set of medals, Umijon Ardzimitov. So we'll introduce him shortly. So he will be out very soon.
And those next gen lifters are 18 to 20, and those rookies are 15 to 18 years old.
80 kilos, rack height 16, please.
So very, very long day. Started at 10 a.m. and we've actually hit 3:30 now, and we've got a ton of further medals to bring you over the next 5 hours.
Thank you to Boris Lundgaard, first today, representing Moldova, Igor Priskulski.
So now, a man who finished 12th in the European Championships last year in Moldova. Their team's growing all the time. 5th in the Tbilisi World Cup, coached by Janida Ilk, who is on stage with him, Igor Priskulski. He's going for an early target of 80 here.
We see Igor showing his extension, meaning when the bar is at the top, he will not be even, showing uneven extension that was approved by the classifiers prior to this competition.
So starting off with 80 here. He's still got plenty of time. He hasn't even hit a minute yet. So now looking to keep that even as much as possible on the way up. And he has 2-1 in his favour. That's a good lift. The one against him was on the press. That's fine. No need to worry about that. He gets a good lift. And that puts him off the mark. And he gets a mark, which is, at this stage, very important too. In the 72 kilo final, 4 in the 72 kilo next gen. So it's the largest of this particular session in terms of the battle for gold.
That looked like a great lift. Great coming down, great stop, great push up. Didn't really see much even extension. Really nice job, and he gets 2 whites. Well done.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. 85 kilos, first attempt, representing Ukraine, Vyacheslav Katelinich.
So continuing on in the 72 kilo next gen final and going for 85 kilos, Katarzyk Vyacheslav. Silver in the Tbilisi World Cup last year. He lifted 96 kilos in that for a lifetime best. This is his first major championship. Vyacheslav Katarzyk. He's gunning for 85, so originally he was looking for 91. He's tempered his ambitions to the opening round a little bit.
And the referee has signaled that he needs to take his jewelry off. Really great that he let the coach know that. Could have let him go through the attempt and given him a red light. So really, really gracious of the referee to do that.
1 minute.
So going for that mark of 85, and that is a good lift. All 3 white lights. So Katarzyk is there for Ukraine, and he claws his way up to the top. That's a nice positive result from his point of view, and importantly, it gets him on the board, which is basically what everybody will be looking at this stage of the competition.
Just really nice, straight down, nice stop on the chest, no problems whatsoever, straight up, waiting for the command. Well done, very precisely done. Great job. And he should be happy.
So Umurjon Azimatov of Uzbekistan, his first major championship. We haven't seen him in World Cups either. So it's a real belt into the unknown for him. He is 17 years old. If you weren't with us this morning, we had a couple of 14-year-olds there. It doesn't get any younger than that.
I can tell you when I was 14, I wasn't thinking about lifting under World Championships. That was amazing this morning. And those young ladies kept their demeanor.
Set to go, Azimatov. So again, this is at 72 kilos, but this is in the rookie category, so he's his own set of medals to go for, and if he gets it. And he more than likely will get the gold.
Good lift.
That's a good lift as well. So, Azimatov is well in position in his own competition, and that should earn him the gold medal.
And this is what we call a textbook lift. Straight down, well controlled, nice stop, press straight up, waiting, just waiting for that command to rack. Well done. Beautiful.
He's made that work really well.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing India, first attempt, Rahul Jogagia.
So now we've got a couple from India coming up. And first of all, will be Rahul Jogagia. So this, again, is in the 72 kilo next gen category, where Katarzyk leads for Ukraine on 85. Shulshin second for Moldova on 80. So he gets this, obviously in the lead by a long way. Asian Youth Games silver 2 years ago, his first global championships and no World Cups entered thus far. So, big opening here for a big lead for India, who've really made massive strides.
1 minute.
Big breakthrough, winning their first powerlifting medals in the last 5 years, and now winning loads. Rahul Jugrajaya for 128. And that is a good lift, 2-1 in his favour. The one against the stop sequence on the right side referee, but again he is fine, and nothing that will hold his progress very early on. He was looking for 130 originally, 128 instead, but he's got that.
Nice lift, great attempt on the way up, on the way down. He probably dropped his attempt looking at the other athletes' openers and knowing that he wanted to stay within a certain number. Also, what we notice is most of these athletes, once they make their attempt, they're going up about 5 to 6 kilos. That would be about 12 to 14 pounds. Really wise decisions.
So coming up now for India is Honey Dabas. He's going for 131. No, he's got lots of fans watching back home. So he's in lifetime best territory here. He finished 11th in the Dubai World Cup last year at the other venue across the city, the Centre for Athletes of Determination. So it's his first major championship, and he has had that World Cup previously. (18 years old, turns 19 next week. So here he comes. At 131, and he gets a 2-1 in his favour. Centre referee voted him down. That was for the chest sequence, no worries there. Honey Dabas progresses, so clearances all the way so far.
Bit fast on the chest, I would imagine that's why the central referee gave him a red, but the technique on the sides was perfect. Bar stayed steady, very even, and away he goes. Well done, good work. Let's see where he goes to for attempt number 2.
It's really good positivity from his point of view. It's excellently put away.
135 kilo floaters, rack 19.
So next up for France, it is going to be Gregory Schrader. We've already seen in a big championship, it was last year at the Europeans, and he finished 7th in that. It is a big leap in weight here, so he's the only one who's in the up to 107 kilo category, so he has basically to get a few marks here, and that would be a gold, and he's a next-gen athlete. He's still only 19, Gregory Schrader.
He's a strapping young fella.
He is that. He's going for a nice whopping 135 as well.
Taking his time collecting himself at the side of the bench before he lays down. Wise decisions.
He's got plenty of time in the side as well, Schrader. France having just staged the World Para-Athletics Championships of the Stade Charlotte in Paris.
1 minute.
Do they have anything big coming up? Not sure. Schrader then, 135. So this might be good for gold straight away. $135 for Schrader. Good lift. So it's 3 white lights for Schrader. 135, and no more can be said about that. Really came in impressively. He, at the age of 19, looks impressive. There ain't no doubting that, and that's a really good lift at 135. He's got more than a prospect of being very competitive for years to come. He's already been a high finisher, obviously at the European 7th last year.
Perfect stop, straight up, bar even, couldn't ask for better. Wow, what a perfect lift. And he looks like he has so much more in the tank. He is gonna grow to be an amazing lifter. And already is.
They had the European Championships in Berck-sur-Mer a couple of years ago, 5 years ago up in the north, 2018. That was a wonderful week. Obviously, they have their bank of recent champions as well. So do Azerbaijan. Talib Zainalov, he's 18 years old. So he's going here for the lead. This is the over 107 kilo category, and he is going big straight away. So he finished 5th in the Tbilisi World Cup, lifting 146. And that after finishing 8th in the European Championships in Tbilisi. So he's got a lot going on. Zainalov ready to pounce. And here he is, 147, going for a maximum straight away. Well, he got it raised. That is a good lift. It's all 3 white lights in his favor, and that was just immense. And frankly, he is immense. He's in the lead.
He made it look easy. Straight down, easy enough. Gets the call from his coach to press, presses it straight up, makes it look like he's lifting a glass of water. Well done. Great work.
That is some glass of water. He's in front by a long way. Maybe not for long. There's one more to come. And it's another man that we've seen in continental action the past couple of years. This is Marwan Ahmed Mohammed, going for 150. He was 5th in the African Championships last year. So that was his major championship debut. Likewise for Zainalov, competing in the European Tour Azerbaijan was his major championship debut last year. And needless to say, this is in the over 107 kilo category.
Lifting with no bench straps.
So here he is, ready to make a big impact and take the lead for Egypt. And he has done that. 3 white lights. How good that was. Straight away, his first attempt, and Marwan Mohammed leads with that lift of 150.
Pure power. No bench straps. Takes it, unracks and racks it himself. What a very strong young man. Great attempt.
I mean, even one of those things would be unusual, right? But for all of that combined?
Absolutely. Typically, the bench straps are to ensure your legs don't move. If your legs move, that's a red light. So this gentleman was able to control his legs and lift it out of the rack. Once you're lifting the bar out of the rack, usually your legs are going to move just because of the weight. So to control his whole body like that was unreal. Pure power.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job. So that is the lead. We go into the second round, and this is back to the next gen 72 kilo final. Igor Brashulsi who lifted in the opening round 80, going here for 86. So this to move up into the medals, who would go into third position, currently fourth.
There's been a little bit of a push by the IPC for athletes with cerebral palsy to bench, and we've seen quite a few now, and they have been really terrific. So it's really nice to see that disability category represented here at the World Championships.
Yeah, so he's going here for 86. And this the step above Vyacheslav Katanik of Ukraine. He's got that punch through. Let's see if he's been able to keep that clean enough. He has 3 white lights, so that's really impressive by him. So every single lift so far has been good, and he goes up for now into the bronze medal position. Exceptionally good.
Absolutely. I would say that the athletes and coaches did a great job choosing their opening attempts that they could make, yet not have to jump so high on their second attempt that they're not going to make it because they're so far down on the leaderboard. So great planning on the coaches and athletes' part, and excellent execution on these athletes.
Yeah, and in terms of the cerebral palsy categories, the cerebral palsy athletes, that is coordination impairment. There are separate categories for that in para-athletics. In para-swimming, everybody competes against each other. The classification is somewhat different there, and obviously in powerlifting, everybody's in together.
Correct, based on body weight and gender.
So as a result of that, it's an extra thing, if you like, to fight against. Because in terms of the coordination impairment, you will be fighting against the body on occasion as well.
Specifically spasticity when taking the bar out of the rack. And so these athletes with cerebral palsy that we've seen so far have competed well.
Yeah, so Katanik now coming for 91, having cleared 85 earlier. This will put him into a firm position. This to claw back into the bronze medal position in the next Gen 72 kilo final. Oh no, 2-1 against, and both on the press sequence on that occasion against Vyacheslav Katanik. Just denied that time in order to try and get his lift in.
So if you look, he touched and then he went. He didn't really pause long enough, and so that's what we call a touch and go. Therefore, that's why he got press sequence with 2 of the referees, red light. He'll come back and get that. Very strong young man.
Yeah, so he's missed out that time, unfortunately. Just in terms of keeping the press sequence clean.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Uzbekistan's second attempt, Umidjon Azimatov.
So next up, now, this is in the rookie category. And this is Umidjon Azimatov. So he's the only one in the rookie category at 72 kilos. So he's in a category of his own. He has to hit certain marks. And this for 105. It's only really if you're going very, very low, exceptionally low, that realistically you wouldn't be inside those MQS markers. It has happened that we've had, let's say, one-person categories and they've got a successful lift, but they've ended up not getting the medal. It's a rarity. It's for 105, so he should be in good stead. They'll all be aware individually of what their MQS marks are, what they should be aiming for in order to get a mark that they should be getting in order to reach medals. So anyway, Azimatov for 105.
Good.
And that's a good lift, and that's 3 white lights. So, again, just the one miss so far a few moments ago from Katanik. And outside of that, we've had 10 out of 11 lifts which have been successful. He's happy.
And not only successful, but just textbook. Look at this, beautiful. Complete pause on the chest, straight up, no issues or concerns, lock out, waiting for the command. And he gets up and he points number one because he knows he did well. Nice job.
Rack 14, 132 kilos, please. Thank you. The bar is loaded. Second attempt. Representing India, Rahul Jograjaya.
So Rahul Jograjaya coming out for India in this next Gen 72 kilo final. So he's on 128, which has him in second spot. And this for the lead to overtake his teammate Honey Dabas by 1 kilo. Jograjaya. And irrespective of quite a number of these being major championship debutants, we have seen them winning big things. Jograjaya with that Asian Youth Games silver 2 years ago. So getting set here for 1-3-2 to add 4 onto the bar and to take the lead. He lifted 100 to finish second behind Mohammad Rasul Mohammadi of Iran in the Asian Youth Para Games in Bahrain and Manama 2 years ago. Now he's trying to keep that straight on the way up. Yeah, it's a good lift. Made that well. 3 white lights for Jograjaya, 132, and he is in the lead. He goes into the gold medal position ahead of Honey Dabas.
It was a wise decision. He put his arms on the outside of the rack to ensure that the bar was even prior to putting his hands on the bar, and this way when he brought it down, because he unracked it himself, it was even. That was a really great decision on his part. Nice job.
Absolutely, yeah, he's done well with that. Honey Dabas coming now for India. So it's India 1 and 2. This to regain the lead. The way it's looking, it will be gold and silver for India. But in what order? So Dabas currently in the silver medal position on 131, 1 kilo behind Jograjaya. This for 135. And they have burst past their lifetime best considerably by this stage. Finished 11th cross town in the Dubai World Cup earlier. Lifted 120 there. 135 is target here for a new lifetime best. And he's got it, 3 white lights. Technically excellent by Honey Dabas, and he regains top spot. India 1 and 2. They will win gold and silver. But now it's Dabas 1, Jograjaya 2.
And he was just so confident in that lift. Straight down, beautiful stop, straight up, and waits for the rack command. Just beautiful, just beautiful. They are putting on a school lesson for all of us today. Nicely done.
So we're skipping up now to the up to 107 kilo decider. Gregory Schrader's the only one in it. He's lifted 135. That should be good enough, I would have thought, for gold. Lifetime best as well by the looks of it. You can't say better than that. He lifted 117 in finishing 8th in Tbilisi in the Europeans last year. That was 8th overall. He was 7th in the European Championships, the heaviest weights in his weight division by Sundamhilji Egbaya of Mongolia. That for the Open gold, and the rest below him were Europeans for the European Championship. So Schrader was 7th. And he's exceeded his lifetime best by 18. So this for 140 now. To increase his mark by 5.
1 minute.
He's got plenty of time. He's got plenty of power as well. He's working hard to try and make that count on the press, Gregory Schrader. Oh no, it's 2 against, and the press from the referees. He misses out, and it is no lift for the Frenchman.
Let's see what happened here. The bar comes down. You see the bar shifted right to left. Once the bar has to touch, stay motionless and come up. If the bar shifts, that would be a no lift. So the referees saw this and gave him red. Easily resolved though for his next attempt. He'll come back and get it. He very well might stay at that weight and try and get that, or he might go up 1 or 2 kilo.
Good chance he's okay for the gold anyway, being in a one-man band. Now we go to the really big men. So Talib Zainalov on 147, currently in the silver medal position, and he is going for a next-gen European record here, by the way. Aiming for 156.
Thank you, the bar is loaded.
The record is his from Tbilisi and the Europeans last year, where he finished in 8th position.
Zanello currently holds that record. He set it in Tbilisi, Georgia, back in September 2022.
It just says about the standards of the competition that he's going up against, that with that next-gen European record, he still finished in 8th position. So, Zalanov coming through 156 for a new next-gen European record. It's a junior European record. This is the one he's gunning for, 156. This to take the lead. It's no lift, it's 2 and against. It is stopped sequence from the 2 referees who voted him down on that. The center referee, from their angle, he felt it was fine, but from the angle, it was looking a bit more obvious not then.
So he touches, he goes, and the bar moves on the chest. And so the side referees saw that and consequently gave him red. Really strong gentleman though, and very confident he will come back for sure and get that. Doesn't look pleased that he missed it, understandably. But as you say, Will, he's already on the board.
Yeah, he's in the silver medal position right now, behind Marwan Mohammed. So he got 150 in the opening round, which, by the way, he was originally looking at 145, but he went for 150 instead. Got that. So this now for 157.
And just a reminder to those listening, with the first attempt, you have up to 5 minutes to change it. You can go up or down, up to 7 kilo.
Marwan Mohammed.
So 157 is target here. this to increase his lead to 10. So 157. He really is extending himself here. 5th in the African Championships. And that's no lift. It's 2 and against. It's the body sequence this time around that he's been voted down on by both the referees.
Floaters, round 3 begins.
So,
with 97 kilos.
no joy there.
12.
Let's see what happened. Brings it down. So the bar sunk into the chest. Again, the pectoral area, the chest has to be shoulder blades together, chest up high, nice and tight. Hold that bar. So he held it, but he let it sink into the chest. And that's an automatic red light. And he's disappointed, understandably. But so much power, he'll come back and get that.
Thank you, Morris Loaded. 3rd round to 10. Ukraine.
Body sequence covers a multitude of sins. He didn't seem to be moving considerably to me, but
Coming in. Please bear with us.
Now with these 3rd attempts, they are allowed to change twice, and that helps them get into the higher position should they be in contention for medals.
so we go into the 3rd and final round. And Igor Bichulsi of Moldova keeps on changing. He was looking at 102. He's now moved that to 105. So Katanec suddenly is required to come on in at 103.
Oftentimes in the back, it's a mental game with the coaches. If I go up 1, will you go up 1? Will you go up 2? What will you do? And really, it's a matter of how much gas in the tank your athlete has and what you think they can achieve.
So it is Vyacheslav Katanec. He's coming in now for Ukraine, going for 103. He cleared 85. Now he missed 91. And he's going for 103 here. Well, he's going for it. He's going really big. This basically to overtake Bichulsi by 17. Bichulsi in bronze is on 86. Katanec in 4th is on 85. He's obviously both Katanec and Bichulsi are just trying to move each other up as much as possible. May well have been the case that all Katanec had to do was come out and have a go at 92 because he missed 91 last time in order to get the medal. We'll see how he does on 103. He's done very well with 103 as Katanec. So he's got it raised. At the very least, it's a good lift. Well, Katanec did brilliantly there. He went up to 103 and he did sensationally. A total lift of 188. That's a big consideration as well. So he goes into bronze in the best lift and the total lift.
So a 12-kilo jump, so pretty much that second attempt was too light, probably where his errors were, so he needed more weight on that bar and he executes perfectly. Well done. Great, great thoughts on coach and athlete's part to jump that high.
It's an exceptional effort. So he overtakes Igor Bichulsi. So now, having cleared 86, Bichulsi now is to add 19 kilos onto that to go for 105. And this to get up into the bronze medal position in the next gen. This is a leap and a half.
Yeah,
12th last year in the Europeans.
that's a huge jump and difficult to do on your 3rd attempt because you're tired, but the coach and the athlete know best. So we'll see. This will be some feat if he gets this, for sure.
He matched his lifetime best in round 2 with a lift of 86, so he must be lifting something extraordinary in training right now. He'll have to here. This for 105. Well, here he comes. And he's getting that no further, I'm afraid, and that is that. He gave it a whirl. That is beyond him. And so he finishes on 86, and that is 4th position.
What really is incredible, he jumped 19 kilo, and he got that bar past the halfway point. So he has a lot of power and a lot of strength. Really, really great job. Didn't get it today, but he'll get it soon.
Yeah, that was beginning to falter on the way. He misses out on that. It's startling that both Brikulsi and Katanec would actually go for leaps that significant. But Katanec got his, Brikulsi didn't. So to the rookie 72 kilo category, and Azimitov is the only man in it. And he's going for 110. Now he's got all his marks so far, 100 and 105, so there's 2 golds heading his way for the best lift, where the champions are always crowned, and the total lift. So Azimitov in his first major championship, and he has made waves. He's going to get a gold medal. These rookie and next gen world championships.
1 minute.
110 is to get a clean sweep of lifts.
Good.
And he has 3 white lights. That's fantastic.
That really was a pretty lift. He is really a technically accurate lifter. Really well done. Nice job.
Not only that, it at the moment elevates him to a total lift of 315, so he'll get the gold for that as well.
Good for him. Really, really nice lifter.
A lot of these we'll see later in the week in the senior, the elite world championships. Rookie and next gen in this. This is the only competition in which they are specifically competing as underage competitors. The next generation watching very, very closely and enjoying it too, I think.
A very, very fine group of young athletes. Their future is bright in this sport, no doubt.
The bar is loaded. 136 kilos. Hani Devas, India.
So on we go. Hani Dabas of India. Now, he and Chokrajaya are currently looking at 136. Hani Dabas will get there first. So he leads on 135. So he's adding 1 kilo onto this. Chokrajaya second on 132, and both looking for 136 here. No, wait.
We have a change of athlete, a change of lifting order. 136 kilos being requested now for the other athlete from India. 136 kilos loader. Rack 14.
So Chokrajaya will be looking for 136.
The bar is ready.
So
136 kilos.
that's a real tactic to ice that athlete. So he's just about ready to lift, and then the other athlete jumps. And so this athlete now is a bit deflated because he was all hyped up and ready. And that's just a way to try and kind of outsmart the other athlete, if you will.
Rahul Jograjaya coming out for a lift of 136. Jograjaya 136. This to add 4 kilos onto it. And this to go above his teammate Hani Dabas, who had come out for 137.
1 minute.
Jograjaya to leap from silver to gold. If he can get that complete, he's got it raised at 136. It's no lift, and it's a combination of the stop sequence and the press. So all three referees voted him down on the stop, and there were votes for him against the press as well. So he misses out on 136, and it is silver where he finishes up.
And if you look at it, the speed at which he came down, even though he could control it, the appearance is you don't have control. And that's why the stop sequence then was too fast. So he needs to control that, bring that tempo down a little bit, and because clearly he has the weight. It's a very technical sport.
Yeah, so Hani Dabas comes out again, aiming for 137. And he has the gold in this.
With that play of his teammate jumping, could have been hard for him, but he looks ready.
Well, this is Hani Dabas for 137. And can he get this lifted? Slowly does it. Did he keep it clean all the way up? No, he hasn't. The press sequence, all of them voted him down on it. Just too tentative on the way in terms of his control. So Hani Dabas doesn't get that, but he does get the gold.
Brings it down. Ever so slowly up. No lift.
So it's Cindy wanting to. Strikes me that there was a slight miscalculation with the weights that they'd made, but they've got the gold and the silver anyway. As we go to Gregory Schrader, up to 107. Yeah, so he got 135, he missed 140. So Schrader has kept on his path, and he's going for 145 here, having missed 140 in the middle round.
1 minute.
He's struggling with that, and that will not be pressed. So he will get his gold medal for 135 more than likely. He'll win the total lift, and Gregory Schrader will be a world champion for France. Just beyond him in terms of getting that final lift in.
So he touches, and it really looks like he just runs out of gas, if you will, on the way up. And that's where that bar starts to tilt one way. Yep. Nice try.
Spotters getting involved from there, and Schrader, it was just not going to work for him that time.
Super strong.
Yeah, we've got 2 to go now. And it's in the over 107 kilo category, and again this is an assault on the gold. So Talib Zailanov best for Azerbaijan, so he's going for 160, which is 4 kilos heavier than last time, which was an attempt on the next-gen European record, and he's going for that again. He'll be within 24 kilos of the next-gen world record. European record is 243, and obviously the world record. Samuel Rahman with that incredible 310. So, Zailanov currently in the silver medal position. That on 147, this for 160, and this to get into the gold medal position, with 1 lift remaining after this. Loads on it for Talib Zailanov. Well, he's got that raised, and he did it quickly, and he did it cleanly! He's into the gold medal position. It is a next-gen European record of 160. For Talib Zailanov of Azerbaijan. He breaks his own record by 5 kilos. What a brilliant mark.
61 kilos, rack height 17.
Magnificent.
Super clean. Brings it down. Stop. Straight up press. No hesitation. Locked out. Waiting for rack. Beautiful attempt. Beautiful attempt. Well done.
161 kilos, 7 to 10. Egypt.
Really, really well.
Mohammed.
Well, there's only one man who can deny him the gold, and with 1 lift. Marwan Mohammed, the 19-year-old for Egypt. He got 150 in the opening round, missed 157, and this for 161 to get the gold. So this is it. Tremendous moment for him. This for the gold for Egypt. Marwan Mohammed going for 161.
One minute.
Marwan going for gold. Was he able to keep that going all the way up? He's not sure. He's got it! He is the world champion! Marwan wins it for Egypt. That final attempt of 161 was good. It was very good. And he grabs the crown by a single kilo. What a fantastic effort. Great winner. And Marwan Mohammed takes the gold medal for Egypt. He had his eyes on the prize all the way through, and he has loved it.
Excellent lift. Excellent lift. Down, straight up. No struggle whatsoever. Lock out and rack it back on his own with no assistance. Great job.
A glorious triumph. He, like sailing off, missed out in the middle round. They both got 2 lifts in. Marwan Mohammed takes the title. He also wins the total lift. And that was very good competition.
That was great.
So we've got 4 victory ceremonies on the way. Rookie at 72, next gen 72, next gen up to 107, next gen over 107. And those ceremonies are on the way. Superb triumph by Marwan Mohammed there with that lift to surpass Talon sailing off in his new European Next Gen record of 160. Mohammed Farid going out to 161, and victory and glory is his. Victory ceremonies coming shortly.
cara seca.
So we have the victory ceremonies now. There are quite a number of titles
The medal will
to
be
be
presented
dished out.
by Mr. Saeed
4 overall. And we'll
Haidari,
start off
General
with the
Manager,
men's
Hilton
72 kilo
Al-Habtoor.
rookie category, and Umurjon Azamatov of
Gold
Uzbekistan
medalist, representing Uzbekistan.
got all his lifts in. He'll also win the total gold. That's a separate ceremony in the atrium. And he picks up the gold medal. And presenting the medals, by the way, is the general manager of the Hilton Al-Habtoor City in Dubai, which is the host venue here, Mr. Saeed Haidari. Claims the gold medal.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able.
Picks up a very well-earned gold medal for Uzbekistan.
Congratulations
I was gonna have to hum a
to
few
the
bars for you for a
medalists.
sec. That's gold for Uzbekistan. Lovely honour. Today he's going to remember for quite a while being the #1.
Congratulations, more victory ceremonies to come.
That is very valuable honour from his point of view as he claims victory for really one of the prime powerlifting nations. They used to organising major world championship events too, weightlifting and Asian championships as well. now the victory ceremony for the up to 72 kilo next gen. India 1 and 2 in this. Ukraine with the bronze. This going to Vakisav Katanik. It was a major leap up to 103 for him. Igor Brashulsi had an equally large lift, even a bigger lift actually. Leap up to 105. He didn't get it. Had he actually gone for something like 95, Brashulsi wouldn't be on this podium, but he actually would be on the one for the total lift. It's the same 1, 2, 3 for the total as it is in the championship. Katanik gets the bronze for Ukraine, 103. And this was quite a battle as well. India 1 and 2 in the end. Rahul Jograjaya. And so he lifted 132 in the end. Picks up the silver medal here. Total lift of 260. And India get the gold as well. It is a sweet result for Hani Dabas, who gets the gold for India. Lifted 135 in the second round. He missed 137. Jograjaya missed 136. It's India 1 and 2. And Hani Dabas gets the gold for India.
Congratulations to the medalists.
Particularly for India. They get the gold and the silver. Ukraine, the bronze. Katanik did very well to go from 91, which he missed in round 2, up to 103. The coordination impairment entailed. India get top 2 steps in the podium, and a reminder that the same result coming through in terms of the total lift. So going through these victory ceremonies very quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony for the men's up to 107 kilos.
This for up to 107 kilos. Gregory Schrader of France, the only one in this, having to hit his marks, and he has done that to be crowned world champion. It's a great result. One of his teammates are out to witness his big moment.
Please welcome the
Schrader
medalists.
previously
Gold medalist
7th in the European Championships last year.
and world champion representing France, Gregory
And
Schrader.
he picks up the title for France. Lifted 135. It was an exemplary result, receiving his medal and This trophy from Dr. Saeed Haidari, the General Manager, Hilton Al
rise if you're able
City,
for the national anthem
and
of France.
a familiar piece of music. Gold for France.
Congratulations to the medalist.
Absolutely superb result. He's still only 19, Gregory Schrader. Which is his really, really good lifting. And he picks up the gold in this. He'll also pick up the gold for the total lift. Those ceremonies will be in the atrium of this.
Welcome to the victory ceremony
Conference Center here.
for the men's over 107 kilo category. Next
See around the
gen.
stadium looks lovely this arena. So now the victory ceremony for the men's over 107 kilo final. This was a brilliant contest. Now, both men were lift for lift. They both got their first attempt, missed the second, got the third. And in the end, only 1 kilo between
Bronze
them.
medalist.
3 times.
Representing
Talib
Azerbaijan.
Zainalov of Azerbaijan took the lead. 3 times he was overtaken, and he picks up the silver medal, lifting 160.
Gold medalist and world champion representing Egypt, Marwan Mohammed.
So here comes our winner for Egypt, Marwan Mohammed, with Zainalov breaking his own European Next Gen record to go up to 160. Mohammed coming out with the very next lift, the very last lift, to take
Rise
it
if
to
you're able for the national
161.
anthem of Egypt.
It was nip and tuck all the way, and it was gold for Mohammed for Egypt.
Congratulations
So
to
it
the
is gold
medalist.
for Egypt, silver for Azerbaijan. That was just a brilliant contest from these two men. You get the feeling they'll be jousting for very many years to come. It is the heaviest of weight divisions, and in many ways, it is one of the most competitive. Probably the 3 heaviest in the elite usually give us some epic close competitions.
This
Obviously in
concludes
the over
victory
107,
ceremonies for this session. Our
the
next
world
session
record in that
starts
is
in
going to
just
stay
a few
for a long
moments'
time, but in the
women up
2 or 3 weight
55,
divisions below that, we
61,
consistently
67,
see the world record
73,
being broken.
and then over 86
So now
kilo
we've got the
category.
last of the women's finals to come, and that will get underway very shortly indeed in the next half hour or so. So please stay with us for that. And they will be coming to you very, very soon indeed. They will get underway at 4:50 Dubai time, which is in 5 minutes time. I'm just going to go out for a jog. Stay where you are. It's all coming soon. So we have the introductions for the 5 category.
These are the
Women's
athletes
55,
in the
61,
women's up to
67,
55,
73 and over 86 kilo
67,
final.
73,
Shara
and
Dalshova
over
of Azerbaijan,
86
Shona Akhtamova of Uzbekistan, Eve Buckley of Ireland, Halmia Babishchevich of Ukraine, and Maka Kvinci of Georgia, Casey Fitzgerald of Ireland, major championship debut, and Leila Kalamova of Azerbaijan. They're the ones who you've seen come up on stage.
Please direct your attention to our big screens as we choose our technical officials for the field of play.
Referee's about to take place now. Which is again a reasonably new innovation over the last couple of years.
Please welcome the technical
Irish
officials to the
people
field
well
of play.
Nicola Dorr and Brittany Renzi on your right. Team 7 this time, which is as big as anyone can remember. Certainly it's the biggest in my time. So here come our referees for this big occasion. occasion, led out by Jenny Ortiz, the technical controller for this one. The central referee will be Trina Gavitante. Thailand, Talia Sky of
Chief referee, Thailand, Priyanath Nuke.
Kamadir Kama Rosaman of
Left side referee, Kazakhstan, Natalia Sihai. Right side referee, Malaysia, Kadir Kamaruzaman. Technical controller, Colombia, Jenny Ortiz Cardenas. Technical delegate, Libya, Fatih Masmoudi.
Rashad is the technical
Spotter loaders, please
delegate
take your
for this
positions
from
on the
Libya.
field of play.
That's listed for this final.
Spotter loaders, please. 65 kilos, rack 12. 65 kilos, rack 12.
So the athletes are in the back finishing their warm-up. They're warming up to 80 to 90% of their first attempt. Some might go all the way up to their first attempt. Very important now that they put on their jackets, their towels, keep themselves warm, keep their muscles warmed in preparation for their first attempts as we get ready to go soon for this female category.
Yeah, so it's a tremendously busy one as well. So we've got 5 categories in it, and we've got rookies and next gen. So it's not quite the case that everybody is in a solo category. Not that far away from it.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Calling our first athlete, representing Georgia, Maka Vincia.
So Maka Vincia is the first to go. From Georgia, and we've seen a huge amount of athletes come through from Georgia in the last while. They've staged the last 2 major championships, the Worlds in 2021, which was post the 2021 Paralympic Games, and the Europeans last year, and now we're on the World Cup circuit as well annually. Bronze in the Belize World Cup in April, and actually in June, 6th in the Veracruz World Cup in Mexico. So ready to roll at 65. And she is in the up to 67 kilo category, so she's on her own in that. So essentially, she gets a high enough lift in, then gold would be coming her way.
First lift is a good
And
lift.
she has got it.
Georgia.
So that's a really good one. And she lifts 65, and that will send her on the way to the gold medal. It's a kind of a curiosity. There's only one category in this where there are 2 athletes competing against each other. That's the luck of the draw this time around.
Wise decisions to start with an opening that you know you can get and get comfortably. Now she's on the board, she's comfortable. Perfect attempt, down, nice and still on the chest, straight up, no problems.
So on we go. This is Eve Buckley, and on stage with her is her father Tig, and the national team coaches Roy Kieran. So Eve Buckley, 4th in the European Championship last year, silver in the Irish Championships behind her teammate Nicola Dorr. She's based in Cork, West Cork. In wheelchair basketball, she's been with the Kingdom Wheelbashers, a lot of in wheelchair rugby as well. As Muller Aileen is out watching here as well, which is always brilliant to see. By the way, if you're watching in Dubai, feel free to come along. You can watch this on TV as well. If you're watching this online in English, it is on TV in Arabic on Dubai TV, in the UAE and across the Middle East. And if you are reasonably close by, you're more than welcome to come along So 45 seconds to go for Niamh Buckley, going here for 68 for Ireland. Here she comes. Big moment. Has she made this work at 68? No, she hasn't, and it's the stop sequence from all three referees. So she has been denied on this occasion. Didn't quite get that according to plan, unfortunately, so she's going to have to reconsider.
69 kilos, rack 4.
Just tonight, so her coach, Roy Kieran, a wheelchair athlete in his own time, was actually a wheelchair racer as well, until he went into powerlifting coaching now, and that's something he's going to have to iron out.
So basically, she touched and went. She didn't stop on her chest. Everything else was so well executed. I hope that she's able to go up in the attempt, and because she will get that next time. Could have been she started too light, or just nerves.
So we go on. In the same competition, Halina Padishchevich of Ukraine going for 69, 8th in the Tbilisi World Cup this year. This is her first major championship. She's going a kilo higher. Well, here she is. And again, the little smack of the hand. Just as it's going up from her coach, as he's done for a lot of his athletes today, and that's a good lift. 2-1 in her favor. And that is 69. And she's cleared that. Good lift.
An absolutely good lift. Interesting strap placement just above the knee. I suppose that helps her push through a bit from her leg muscles. Really great attempt though. 2-1, as you say. Strong young lady.
Yeah, did really well there. And a lot to be satisfied about with that lift. And she got it absolutely right. So she is in the only contest. The rest are one-person finals. Coming up now, Zara Danishova of Azerbaijan. World Junior bronze last time, European bronze last year in Tbilisi, and the World Junior bronze was there as well. Well, she's going here for 70. That'll be a lifetime best. 66 her best to date. Here she comes at 70. So she's on her own in the next gen 55 kilo category. There is a rookie in at 55 as well, but they're not directly competing against each other. So Danishova for 70 to be the next gen world champion, should she get enough of her lifts in properly. She put a huge amount into that. Has it come out the other side? It has. 3 white lights for Danishova. Good job. She's got that through for a good lift. And that puts her on the way to delight and a gold medal for Azerbaijan.
Excellent. Look at this perfect stop. Straight up. No issue. Holds it tight until she's told to rack it. Well done. Beautiful attempt. Beautiful. And she's jumping for joy, as she should.
Yeah, fabulously so. So now here comes another championship debut on for Ireland. This is Casey Fitzgerald. Her parents are here as well, by the way. Tracy and Noel are in the crowd. So she's from Cavan, from Mulla in County Cavan. Competing competed in the Irish Championships late last year. Powerlifting is her only sport. She's 17, and she too is awaiting her big exam results, which are coming through in 3 days' time for her leaving cert. As she ends school in Ireland and ready to go into third level, into university or whatever. Again, I doubt she was expecting that to happen. There's the rest of the Irish team there, almost everybody. The man on the left there, by the way, is also picking up his leaving cert exam results in a few days' time. Hope they do well. Now, will Casey Fitzgerald do well here? She's on her own in this category. Next gen up to 73 kilos. Now that is a no lift, it's the body sequence. All 3 referees have said the body sequence has gone against. One on the press, but if it wasn't for the body sequence, well then that would have been a good lift. It's Denver Renzi on stage with her, by the way, and then that's something else that has to be sorted out on her major championship debut. Her first international event, so there's the body sequence here.
Yeah, so we see the bar go crooked on the chest.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Layla.
So basically we call that a ladder on the chest and straight up. And then her whole body shifts as she's locking it out. And when you shift like that, your body cannot move. And so if the elbow's kind of doing up and down, that's body sequence as well. She'll come back and get that with ease. She just needs to work out those little technical things.
As we go on, Leyla Karamova for Azerbaijan. It's her first attempt in the next gen over 86 kilo final. She's going for 70 here, the World Junior Champion from 2 years ago, so defending that title here. European bronze last time out, silver and bronze in the Tbilisi World Cup. So she's had it all going on, and can she continue that here? Going for 70 is Karamova. Well, this is the one for 70 for Karamova. And that is a good lift, 3 out of 3. Well done, Karamova. And that sets her on the way to gold as well. And she's made that work effectively. 3 white lights for it. And in her category, she will get the golds.
Perfect. Straight down, straight up with a stop, and lock out perfectly. Beautiful lift. And she knows it. Look how happy she is.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Uzbekistan, Ruchona Ustamova.
And this is the final attempt of the opening round, and it's actually a record attempt too for Uzbekistan. So coming up here is Ruchona Ustamova, 4th in the African Open Championships last year. And if she gets this lift of 80, it is a new rookie Asian record. She's in the up to 55 kilo category. She is a rookie, and Ustamova going for 80 here, and she's not waited. She's nowhere near a minute left on the clock. She's just bounded out. She did brilliantly in Cairo with that 4th spot. So close to the medal she was there, and she picks up 3 white lights here. And obviously being a rookie, she'd have got medals for the rookie category in Cairo in the 6th of October City Park of the Egyptian capital. What an absolutely glorious, glorious lift by her. And she is on her way to gold as well. And that is a new rookie Asian record.
Absolutely outstanding. No strapping, just strong, straight up, straight down. That was incredible.
With Georgia, Maka Kinchia.
So we go into the second round. Maka Gvincia of Georgia coming next on 70. So as I say, she's been really busy of late. She's been in the last couple of World Cups, and that included Vera Cruz, and that was the first time that they tried this new round stage where you can have fans all around the stage, which is something, as I say, which has been considered for Paris and the Paralympic Games, which you consider the huge crowds you get for the Paralympic Games and games in general. Commonwealth Games, tell you what, had a massive crowd at the NEC in Birmingham last year. And we've got the African Games coming up very shortly after this, the Asian Para Games in October in Hangzhou, the Pan Am Games in November in Santiago, and they generally generate massive, massive crowds. So Gvincia here,
1 minute.
going for 70 kilos. And Gvincia has a lift in, and she might have some flags coming her way in a moment. I fancy there will be. Yeah, it's going to go to the flags from our 3 referees. And it is 3 white flags. Gvincia does it. Gets that mark of 70. That's really good. That is lifetime best territory for her as well. Impressively put away. And that has her at the top of the tree in her up to 67 next gen final. Lot to be pleased about.
What a perfect lift. Straight down, nice hold on the chest, straight up. Just really perfect.
It's a lifetime best by 5 kilos for her. Brilliant delight. And you know what? Earlier this year, she set a new mark of 55. That was in Belize, and before that officially didn't have a lifetime best record because it's only for international competition or for domestic events that have got international ratification. So Niamh Buckley, this is a big one coming up. She's going for 71 here. So she got a miss at 68 last time, so she's staying on a path. This was 71. And an important one for her here. Get on the board. 4th in the European Championships and a debut in Belize at the Hualing Center a year ago.
One minute.
So Buckley for 71. Now she missed out last time on the stop sequence. It was a little bit rushed. This has to be a bit more deliberate and clean. And Buckley going for 71. And she's got that right. She's on the way to a medal. Oh, it's no lift. It's 2 against. 1 on the body sequence and 1 this time on the press. And she has missed out. 2-1 against this time. Still to register a mark.
This is going to be hard for her, missing 2. Can it be done? Absolutely. We've seen many athletes medal after missing 2, but it's tough. You see the bar come down. On her chest, the bar bobbles back and forth, and then on the way up, it ladders also and almost comes to a stop.
Trying to keep the smooth sequence up. So for the stop sequence this time, they all gave her the pass. That was fine. And the body sequence was 1 vote against, and that press was 1 against as well. So when that happens, sometimes you do see a technical challenge being put in by the coaches. They've elected not to do that. It obviously costs money too, which is
€100 actually.
yeah, because if that wasn't the case, then everybody would challenge every lift, and we'd be here until Christmas. So anyway, Niamh Buckley misses out there. Babishchevich in for Ukraine, going for 73. So she's on the way at the moment, going for a second lift. She got 69. She's in the gold medal position in the 61 kilo next gen. Buckley tried to get the lift there. She didn't. She missed out. Babishchevich now leads comprehensively.
73. That was an excellent lift. well timed. Great job. You know, Will, back in the day, we used to be able to actually protest other athletes. So you could protest other countries as well. But as you said, we would be here till Christmas if that were the case.
Yeah, just got that lift in very well. So 73, decent lift that was. So we're now going to see Zara Dadashova of Azerbaijan. Next gen 55, she's in a category of her own. Got 70 last time, going for 75 here. So during a competition, were there lots of protests? Because obviously that's a rule going back a good few years now.
There were a lot of protests, but it just got out of hand. And the truth of the matter is sometimes countries would protest other countries unfairly. And so currently you can protest only your own athlete within your own country, and it is €100 per protest. Then the referees watch a little TV screen, they review what you protested and decide whether it goes favorably for the athlete or not.
Yeah, they can do that on their own screens in which they vote these days. That's how far technology has come on. Obviously in athletics you can protest against other countries, but that's only if there's physical contact between that country's athlete and yours. And from here, probably ditching other countries' protests probably was the right thing to do, because you would imagine, human nature being as it is, other countries would have tried a bit of devilment from time to time.
Exactly.
Dadashova here for 50 seconds to go, 75 kilos on the bar. Good. And she's got that. It's a fair old yelp every time she's putting her through, but it's working out for her very well. She's on her way to gold, there's not much doubt about that. And she's really carrying on very well. And Arushi, one of the main para-powerlifting and para-sport photographers in the business. And she's given a right eyeful to and delight.
Perfect, straight up, no problems whatsoever. That little yelp probably helped her push it up. Well done.
Every little helps. Casey Fitzgerald's coming here then. Now she's also competing in the senior competition. Same before, in the Continental Championships and in the World Cups. Everybody competes together at the same time. So there is no separate rookie and next-gen competition, but here there is. She will be in the senior competition as well, but in that competing as a senior. So Casey Fitzgerald, again, she's staying with her path. She missed 70, that was on the body sequence, remember. So this was 75. So if they can get a bit of steadiness in the body, then they'll be away. And early lift as well, going before the referee tells you to start, that also comes down under the body sequence, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't for that last time.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of jigging about.
Yeah.
So Fitzgerald here for 75. And this to hit the front. This would be a lifetime best, by the way. 17 years old. So looking to get more stability this time. To keep that press straight and true. And Casey Fitzgerald. No lift. It was the press sequence this time. Yeah, just missed that. So the body sequence was absolutely fine, but when all three referees vote down and unanimously for the same thing, then you can mark that as red, literally, unfortunately. So, yeah, she's missed out again. It was 3-0 against. And, well, there's a bit of work and a bit of thinking to come. It was the press sequence.
Yes, you see how the bar goes back and forth, right to left, and that's going to be a clear press sequence. That's okay. She's missed two, harder for her emotionally, but she'll come back and get it. She just needs to clean up those technical pieces.
So Leyla Karimova of Azerbaijan.
This is a new European record attempt.
So now she's going for a next-gen European record of 77. Current mark is 76 kilos. which she holds herself. So the current holder isn't going to be too upset, anything but upset if it gets broken here. And she's in a category of her own, the over 86 kilo final. This for 77 for a new next-gen European record. And we've seen a few of those broken already today. Kermova of Azerbaijan. No lift, 2 against. So one on the press sequence and the other is for the stop sequence from the 2 side referees. So the one on the left said the stop sequence, the one on the right said the press. And she misses out on the next-gen European record.
So when we look at the replay, she's quite fast on her chest. She also does seem to have one side go up before the other. So that would be press and stop.
85 kilos.
I think she just needs to slow down a little bit on that chest. She'll clean that up and come back and get it.
So final attempt of this second round, and another attempt at the rookie Asian record, broken half an hour ago by Rukshana Ukhtamova of Uzbekistan. That was 80, this is 85. Fourth in the African Open Championships in Cairo, where she was a guest in the Open competition. Well, it was a brilliant lift at 80. What about this at 85? It's really good smooth lines by Ukhtamova, and that is absolute textbook. It is another Asian record for this Uzbek. Oh, fantastic lift. She's done so well, and a lot for her to be overjoyed about. Being whisked away back into the catacombs of this Dubai Hilton. And she's on her way to gold.
We look how wide her hands are, so she's able to use so much of her big back muscles to push that and just be so steady. An excellent attempt. Excellent attempt.
So here comes the final round. Here comes Niamh Buckley. And she's going for 74 here. So she stayed on her pass. 68 she missed, 71 she missed. They're obviously happy that the weights are fine. It's just clearing up the technique. So they could have stayed at 68 all the way through. As she's also having to chase Elena Babishchevich, who at the moment is cleared up to 73. So she is in a contest here, Buckley. This for 74. This to get a mark on the board, which is important, and this to avoid a wipeout, to avoid bombing out. And, well, this is the one. Her last attempt, and she's got to get this. Her lifetime best is 66. Obviously, presumably in training, they've been getting up and around that mark.
1 minute.
Buckley then for 74.
A good decision to widen those legs a little bit so she stays a little steadier.
Got to get this then for 74, just to get that lift executed. Well, we'll see if that press was clean enough by Buckley. Yes, it is! Oh, she's in the gold medal position with 1 lift to go in the competition. What a lift! A lifetime best for Niamh Buckley. And at the very worst, it will be a World Championship silver, but she's not thinking about that right now. She's in the lead. We've got 74. Those technical issues were cleaned up, and she is in the gold medal spot.
What a comeback after missing your first attempts. Such a clean lift. Right straight on the chest, straight up, and look at that relieved. Well earned. Good job.
Well, that was relief, all right. Now that means a lot. 4th spot in the European Championships but she will get a medal now at these what used to be Junior Worlds, now Next Gen of Rookies, and she is in the Next Gen, what used to be Junior. So as a result of that, I mean, that will help with funding. Maybe even as soon as the Paris Paralympic Games next year. Certainly it'll help on the road to LA and Brisbane. It was a terrific lift. And a World Championship medal. But what will the colour be? Helena Babishchevich has it in her gift. She is going for gold. Buckley in the lead for Ireland. Helena Babishchevich trying to whisk it away. Her first major championship as well.
1 minute.
So going for 75, going for gold. Here she comes. Big moment, 75. Making it on the way up. Slow progress. It's a good lift! And it is a Ukraine gold for Helena Babishchevich. She just kept that clean enough on the way up. It was slow and patient enough, but not too much so that she'd be marked down for it. She gets the gold for Ukraine.
Perfect. Stop on the chest. As you say, slow and steady wins the race. There it is. Straight up, locked out, ready to roll. And look at the relief on her face. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well done.
Magnificent lift for her. That's gold for Ukraine, silver for Ireland in that. Casey Fitzgerald in her own category is looking for a gold for Ireland here. So gunning for 75. The 17-year-old from Cavan. I'm sure there's loads watching at this stage. And she's ready to go. So she's missed her first 2 attempts. She gets this because she's the only to qualify for this category. She would be world champion, but she's got to get this mark of 75 in order to get a medal and to get those earlier problems out of the way and to get onto the podium. It's a big moment for her.
1 minute.
So Casey Fitzgerald going for gold for Ireland for 75. Here she comes. And looking to get this right. Looking to keep that tidy if she can do on the press. And she has! And Casey Fitzgerald picks up a World Championship gold for Ireland. Up to 73 kilos. Third time lucky, just like her teammate Niamh Buckley, who got the World Championship silver at 61. Casey gets the gold at 73. And that is superb. She kept her patience, kept her head. A brilliant lift. World champion, Casey Fitzgerald.
Third time was a charm. Straight down. Nice and tight on the chest. Pushing it up. A little hesitant, but kept moving. Straight, locked it out. And there she is. Good attempt. That is such a difficult thing to do after missing your first 2. Those 2 young ladies are amazing.
Absolutely. Zara Danishova coming up next for Azerbaijan. So a quick explanation, if you're not followed the sport before, there is a thing called an MQS mark, which is a particular mark you have to get. So if you're in a category all on your own, I mean, Casey Fitzgerald could have come out and lifted 30 kilos, but wouldn't have got a World Championship gold for it. There is a specific high standard minimum mark you have to get. And by the way, high quality mark they have to get to pre-qualify. So it's not a case that she's the only one in the world in this category. There's thousands, but she's the only one who's hit the particular mark to qualify for these World Championships. And then she has to come here and hit another mark in order to get the gold. And she has done that. Otherwise, there would not have been a World Championship medalist in this year. Dadashova, Azerbaijan, 78. She's hit her marks. She's hit all the marks, decibel levels as well, up to 11. Dadashova, 78 here. And that is another good lift. 3 out of 3. That is fantastic. and she takes the world title as well. And that is another new next-gen European record. Brilliant.
Look at how happy she is. Well earned. Straight down, nice and tight on the chest, straight up.
Well, the record attempts are continuing here, but she has absolute delight and every reason to, because, again, in very, very many cases, this makes a career. Leyla Karimova will be next to Azerbaijan, and 78 is her target. And this, again, is an attempt at a next-gen European record. She holds it currently on 76. And that was set actually in the World Cup in Tbilisi in April. So here she comes, Karimova, to break the next-gen European record, the long-standing junior European record. Remember, that category has been retitled and split up between rookie and next gen. Karimova then for 78. Karimova looking for the European record, and she has it. She has broken her own European record by 2 kilos. She gets the World Championship gold as well. Hits the heights in the next gen up to 55 kilo final. Absolutely marvelous. And she's got it all.
And relieved. Look straight down. Push, push, straight up, lock out. She's got it. What a relief. Excellent. Nice work. She looks tired.
She's done such a good job with that. So into the third round, Maka Kvincia. She's lifted 65 and 70 and going now for 80 in this final round. She's getting the gold in the next gen 67 kilo weight division.
You'll notice most athletes, when they're setting up, the bar is between their nose and their mouth. That's a typical area, so you know if you put yourself in the same position each time, when you lift off, the bar is going to come out to your chest exactly where you want it.
Well, there's the example of it. She's got herself into the right position. That's the aerial camera smack bang in top, and she has the bar right where she needs it to be.
I think the coaches have the straps a little twisted, so they've got to just sort that out. There, he's got it.
So Kvincia, it's a big leap up, 10 kilos. Can she get this right for Georgia? Well, from here, it looks very clean. And it absolutely is. 3 out of 3. That was a really, really nice lift. And unimpeachable. And what a wonderful set of marks. She's got all 3 in. 65, 70 and 80. And she'll also pick up the total gold as well, of course. Everybody's got a mark in as well, which is important, and that was a lovely lift.
She showed a lot of patience still. The clock had gone down to 26 seconds because the coach was having problems with those straps. So she did really well to stay calm, cool, collected, and just execute that lift perfectly. Nice job.
So a huge amount coming in this for Uzbekistan, for Ruxana Tomova, as she goes for a new Asian and world rookie record. She's aiming for 90 here. She was only 1 kilo off it last time, by the way. So aiming for all the records. She has the gold. So Tomova, she had that great performance in finishing 4th in Cairo. And this, something different entirely. So she's got that raised very quickly. She had an immense amount of time left, and the world record is hers. Superb by Ruxana Uktamova. She takes the crown at rookie up to 55 kilo level. She's the first to ever reach that mark. It was a minimum standard previously, and she's just barged through that. Remember, rookie is a new category. He's the under-18 world champion and the world record holder too.
Remarkable, straight down, stop, straight up, no issues, no up and down. I mean, just strong. That is incredible. And she's smiling as she should be. What a very strong young lady.
Well, it was just super, and a lot to appreciate from that. It was a really good second session for women today, 3rd session overall. There's one more coming for the men. That was really tremendous when you consider that so many were in their own category, but there was a lot of you in that.
This concludes this
and
session.
we have
No power lift for this session. This
6 medal ceremonies to come, and they will be on the way very shortly indeed. But a really tremendous competition. Victory ceremonies will be along very, very shortly indeed. So various victory ceremonies coming. Quite a lot of them actually. And the medals being presented here by Ahmed Al-Hamadi, who's the Deputy Championship Director. So in the rookie 55 kilo final, it is Roxana Ukhtomova who takes the honours, and she does it with a new rookie world record. Now, this is a very familiar man in United Arab Emirates Parasport and Asian Parasport as well. And it is gold for Ukhtomova of Uzbekistan. So really, really tremendous honour for her, and obviously a new Asian record for her as well. As a result of that, all of the records, she picks up the title for Uzbekistan.
Congratulations to the medalists.
Superb triumph for an excellent competitor, Roxana Ukhtomova, and she was in the lightest weight division of the lot, and she had the heaviest lift of this session of 90. That says a lot about her, and she was the only rookie competing as well. The rest were all older than her, and the rest were all heavier than her in body weight. See her in the adult competition, the elite competition later in the week. She's going to be competitive in that, definitely. It's an astonishingly good competition for her. Great result when you consider everybody else who was lifting in that session. And if it went to the coefficient, she'd have won by a long way. Very light in body weight, I think lightest of the entire lot. And she comes along and she goes and does that. She was the lightest in body weight, she'd had heaviest lift, so she'd have won by a gigantic amount. It's incredible. So the next gen 55 kilo final, and Dalashova taking the honours there. 78 she got, and Dalashova will pick up the gold medals here. She went very high. Next gen European record as well of 78. She got to break her own mark of 2 kilos from the past 12 months. Can't say better than that. She's been absolutely brilliant. What a win for Azerbaijan. The talent continues to come through. Gold for Azerbaijan.
Congratulations to the medalists.
Superb. Absolutely superb. Definitely a success to remember, and Dalashova, a name that we absolutely will as well. So victory for Azerbaijan. It was quite an epic anthem as well. We don't tend to hear that a lot. We have done there. Very good hosts of the European Games in 2015 in Baku. It was the first one that was on.
Welcome to the victory ceremony for the 2023 Junior World Championships in Dubai and the women's up to 61 kilo category.
So the women's 61 kilo final. This is the next gen. This was a contest, all right, decided by the last lift. So picking up the silver for Ireland. She got her last lift in of 74 and it put her into the lead right at the end. She almost grabbed the gold medal. In the end, it is silver. And that's going to be a great memory for everybody and for her. Niamh Buckley gets the World Championship silver in Dubai.
Gold medalist representing Ukraine, Helena Babashkevich.
And just slipping in at the end to win the gold, having cleared 69 and 73. So she also wins the total lift. Buckley will have the silver in that also for Ireland. It is gold for Ukraine. And Helena Babashkevich, a major championship debut. The talent spotting continues even these days for Ukraine. And how hard that must be. But it's working out. They've got a new world champion. Helena Babashkevich for Ukraine. First major championship medals for these
Congratulations to
two.
the medalists.
That is career making for both. And in the same order, they will pick up the medals in the total lift. That was won by just a kilo in the end. That was Babashkevich with the gold and Buckley with the silver. And they will get those medals again in that order, the total lift. For both, that is a magnificent result. Next up, there'll be the 67 kilo next gen.
Welcome to the victory ceremony for the 2023 Junior World Championships in Dubai. This is the women's up to 70.
So the 67 kilo,
Next gen.
and it is Maka Kvinci of Georgia who excels in this. Up to 67 kilos.
Representing Georgia, gold medalist, Maka Kvinci. Please rise if you're able. For
So
the national anthem
Kvinci gets
of
the
Georgia.
honours. That lift of 80, she got all her marks in, and it is gold for Georgia.
Congratulations to the medalists.
Great result for her, and again for Kvinci, she has an early crowning achievement in her career. Major championship debut, a couple of World Cups this year. I mean, Georgia bringing so many really good campaigners through, and obviously not every para athlete comes through at the age of 18. Some a lot later than that. What a really good achievement. And we'll see a lot of these, but not all of them back in the senior competition, which begins tomorrow. So the victory ceremonies continue. And this is the up to 73 kilo next gen, and it is Irish gold in this for Casey Fitzgerald of Ireland. And again, a lot of pressure on this. Had to get her third mark in, and she was delighted that she did. She's still delighted that she did. because it crowns her as a world champion at under 20 level at Next Gen. That is a magnificent result in what is her major championship debut. And she has made it to the top straight away. What a result.
For the national anthem of Ireland.
And here's the Irish national anthem. We're on the vein.
Congratulations
Casey
to the
Fitzgerald
medalist.
with the victory, gets the gold for Ireland. It was a great national anthem. Not sure whose it was, but she gets the victory for Ireland. I think, really, she should stay where she is. She gets the gold. That was an excellent triumph for her, for Ireland. What a cracking result for Casey Fitzgerald. She gets the gold medal for Ireland.
Congratulations.
And she is the world champion at 73 kilos. Next Gen, the under 20 level junior world champion, had been up to this point, and that is a great success. She wasn't going to budge. It's not an anthem you hear very often on a stage like this, so she wasn't going to move. That was a great success. Victory ceremonies are still incoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony at the 2023 Junior World Championships in Dubai for the women's over 86 kilo Next Gen. Please welcome the medalists.
Well, I mean, what a star this woman has been. It is gold for Leyla Karimova of Azerbaijan. She lifted 78. And just missed out at 77 in the middle round, but she got the rest. And that was quite tremendous.
Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Azerbaijan.
Victory.
Congratulations to the
Well, we've
medalists.
seen the next generation, and it is looking good. Some really impressive performances. Hey, rookies as well. And we're not done yet. We've got another session coming. Actually, 2 more to come in men's competition. Leyla Karamova getting the gold here at 78 kilos. And remember, she wins the total as well, so she's got
This
another
concludes
gold
the
to pick
victory
up. That's in the
ceremonies for
atrium,
this
which is
session.
next
Next
door.
session,
We
men's
are
up to
concentrating in the men's
54
54
and
and
59
59
starts
kilo
in
final,
approximately
and that will
20
be
minutes
coming up
time.
very shortly indeed. It's on at 6:15 Dubai time, and that's in 12 minutes. So hey, just go nowhere. We won't.